Hi, thanks for tuning in today. My name is Dawn Perez, and I'm one of the education specialists at the Solid Waste Authority of Palm Beach County in West Palm Beach, Florida. Today, we're going to be reading a really fun book called Rally for Recycling, and it features a little boy named Tyler who wants to be an earth saver. But before we get into that, let's talk a little bit about the Solid Waste Authority. So, the Solid Waste Authority of Palm Beach County was actually created in 1975 to manage all of Palm Beach County's waste. That would be garbage, recycling, home chemicals, and biosolids, or your number two. And we have all different kinds of unique ways to handle all of this waste. And I would encourage you, if you haven't already, to go see our other recordings to learn a little bit more about how we manage that waste. In Palm Beach County, we are a very, very large county, by the way, and we have to have a unique and efficient way of managing that waste. We have about 1.4 million people that live in Palm Beach County, and on average, each one of us makes about 12 pounds of solid waste. So at the Solid Waste Authority of Palm Beach County, every day, we get almost 17 million pounds of waste. That would be a football field piled up to 27 feet high, which is almost as high as the goalposts. So again, we are very efficient. We have different ways that we actually manage that waste. But again, today we're going to be reading a story called Rally for Recycling. So let's get started. Rally for Recycling by Lisa Bullard, illustrated by Wes Thomas. Chapter 1, Too Much Trash. Some kids want to be firefighters. Some kids want to be teachers. My name's Tyler. Guess what? I'm going to be an earth saver when I grow up. But maybe I shouldn't wait. People are making an awful lot of trash. I better take charge before it's too late. People in the United States are big trash makers. Each person makes more than 4 pounds or 1.8 kilograms of trash each day. Some of this trash is burned, but this makes the air dirty. Some of this trash is buried, but buried trash can last hundreds of years, and it takes up lots of space. So in Palm Beach County, each one of us on average produces about 12 pounds of solid waste. Now your garbage or your trash is burned, and it's turned into electricity. However, we don't make the air dirty because we have really high-tech pollution control systems to pull out those chemicals. And also in our landfill, right now we're burying mostly ashes from that burning process. So we're actually saving space in our landfill. We've extended the life of our landfill by about 25 years by burying this ash instead of garbage. Chapter 2, Recycling Helps Clean Up. Mom says it's great that I want to clean up the earth, but she wants me to start with my room. Look at it. It's not that bad, is it? Cleaning my room makes more trash. It's a good thing my teacher explained about recycling. Recycling means changing something we don't need into something we can use. We like to think of recycling as taking something old and turning it into something new. Do you think I could recycle my sister? Maybe into a lizard? Dad says no about the lizard idea, but I can recycle these plastic bottles and these cans and magazines too. They won't end up in the trash. We can also recycle glass jars, newspapers, and cardboard. Some of these things have the recycling mark on them. It looks like this. So here in this book, Tyler has a lot of different containers that he's separating everything in. In Palm Beach County, we have 2 recycling bins. We have our yellow bin and our blue bin. In the yellow bin, we put paper products like old school paper, newspapers, junk mail, cardboard boxes, and things like that. And in our blue bin, we put things like cans, glass, plastic containers, milk and juice cartons. So that's what we do here in Palm Beach County. We have 2 bins that we separate our recycling into. Chapter 3, Sorting It All Out. I'm pretty thirsty after carrying the recycling outside. I'll get a drink from the faucet. That way I won't empty another bottle. It's good to recycle, but it's even better to make less trash. Avoid plastic bottles when you can. Fill a cup instead. So what Tyler's doing right now is reusing that cup, which is another great R. So we have recycling and we have reusing. Guess where my dog Pete drinks from? Ew. People in a big truck will pick up my recycling. They will take it to a recycling center. Workers will sort it into groups. They can put cans with cans. They can put paper with paper. Some things can be recycled only once, but we can recycle cans many times. Actually, aluminum cans can be recycled infinitely or forever, which is excellent because then we don't have to dig up as much of that rock or that metal ore that the aluminum comes from. Now, in Palm Beach County, we also have a recycling center. Our recycling center is called our Recovered Materials Processing Facility. And there is where all your recycling goes, and it's sorted by machines and by hand into piles, just like here. The cans with the cans, the paper with the paper, the milk cartons with milk cartons, things like that. And we do crush them into these cubes that you see here called bales. And we sell those bales to companies that turn them into something new. Chapter 4, surprise! Companies will buy the recycling. They might use it to make new cans or paper, but sometimes they turn the recycling into something totally different. Companies even make t-shirts out of plastic. Could you be wearing plastic bottles? Well, it's possible. If you're wearing spandex or polyester, it could be made out of recycled plastic bottles. How neat is that? There are many recycling surprises. Companies make sandals out of old tires. They make chairs out of old cans. They make carpet out of plastic bottles. This trash problem is going to take some work. Maybe you could help by recycling too. Buying goods from recycled things is also important. Look for the recycling mark inside a circle. It means the item has been made from something recycled. Watch for it the next time you go shopping. Then I can find another way to save the planet tomorrow. So I just want to point out, notice that Tyler in this picture is carrying a box of electronics, broken and old electronics. In Palm Beach County, we can recycle these too. We have home chemical recycling centers all throughout the county where you can drop these old or broken electronics off, and then we sell them to companies that reuse what they can and dispose of the rest safely. So one of the neat things about this book is at the end, it comes with a really creative activity you can do at home. It's called Recycle a Rainbow Activity. Did you know crayons can be recycled too? You can make new super crayons at home. You will need old or broken crayons, an old muffin pan filled with cup liners, an oven, and a grown-up to use the oven. Recycling follows some basic steps. You will follow some of the same steps. The steps are gathering, cleaning, sorting, and changing. Step 1, gathering. Gather all your old and broken color crayons. Step 2, cleaning. Clean the crayons by taking off the wrappers. Then break the crayons into small pieces. Step 3, sorting. Sort the crayons into the different cups in the muffin pan. You can use one cup for each color if you want. You know, blues with blues and reds with reds. Or you can mix different colors together. Why not recycle a rainbow? Step 4, changing. You must have a grown-up for this step. That's because the grown-up needs to use the oven. It will change the old crayons into new super crayons. Here are directions for your grown-up. Preheat the oven to about 250 degrees Fahrenheit or 120 degrees Celsius. Cook the crayons for about 10 to 20 minutes. Cooking time will vary. Check every 5 minutes. When the crayons look melted, remove them from the oven. Cool the crayons in the muffin pan for about an hour. Step 5, it's your turn again. Remove the super crayons from the liners. Then have fun. Why not color a poster about recycling for your home? Thank you very much for tuning in again. My name is Dawn Perez. I'm one of the education specialists at the Solid Waste Authority of Palm Beach County. We hope that you really enjoyed Rally for Recycling. And if you did, please like and share this post with your friends and family. And don't forget, if you have questions or comments, please share them below and we'll get to them. Or you can email your questions to education@swa.org. Also, just a reminder before you go, we do have recordings like this every weekday, Monday through Friday, at 11 a.m. So if you missed any recordings or you'd like to see the upcoming schedule, you can always go to swa.org/education to look those up. Once again, thanks for watching and have a great day. Bye.